he sets up and skips away from Mkhitaryan. Oh, that's brilliant! That is brilliant! Here's the man of the moment anyway, Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal.
No, Lamine the Dream was an absolute sensation tonight. I mean, wow, what a performance.
And the winner is Lamine Yamal.
At just 16, he's starting for Barcelona and Spain. Wild, right? But here's the real question we all whispered during highlight reels. Is Lamine Yamal genuinely the future of football?
Lovely control from Lamine Yamal, and that is 2-0 to Barcelona.
Or just the latest Wonderkid, we'll pretend we never overhyped when the Wi-Fi cuts out. Okay, let's talk about it.
Lamine Yamal. Nice curl!
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal.
The winner this year is
Lamine Yamal.
I think he's a superstar.
First time in my life I saw someone. Wow, who is it?
He grew up inside La Masia, and you can see it in the first 5 touches. Scan, set, shape the body, sell a lie, punish the truth. He wasn't eased into senior football, he basically pressed skip intro. Debut at 15, youngest La Liga starter at 16 years and 38 days. 50 appearances for Barça by 16 years and 311 days. Who does that before learning to parallel park? And Spain, they didn't wait either. He scores on debut at 16 years and 57 days, like that's just a normal Wednesday. Then, Euro 2024 rolls around, youngest participant, youngest assist, and he's out there making veteran defenders look like they're buffering. Be honest, when you saw him glide past a fullback the first time, didn't you do that tiny "oh no" laugh even if you were supporting the other team? Watch him for 5 minutes and you'll get it. Watch him for 90 and you start Googling how to become a left-footed teenager. His dribbling, it's not carnival tricks, it's a lockpick. Tiny, efficient touches that move a defender half a step, and suddenly the whole block is crooked. He beats you with angles and timings, not just elastic ankles. How many kids can feint to shoot, hold you frozen for a beat, then cut the ball across the 6 with the kind of pace that makes centre-backs argue with goalkeepers? And when he carries the ball, there's a purpose to it. He doesn't dribble just to dribble, he dribbles to force a mistake, yours. The vision is the part that sneaks up on you.
I saw, wow, who is it? How is possible in this age?
He scans before the pass even exists, then plays it like he ordered it yesterday. From that right flank on his left foot, he can shape 3 different problems with the same body language. The cut back to the penalty spot, the far post clip that goalkeepers hate, or the through ball into the blind side that makes defenders stare at the sky and reconsider life choices. Doesn't it feel like he's reading a slightly earlier version of the game than everyone else?
Ronaldo wasn't doing what Lamine Yamal was doing at the same age.
Normally at 17, you don't tell your team to calm down. They tell you, okay.
What about the pressure? He tends to slow down when everything else speeds up. That's rare. Teenagers usually smash the green button, shoot now, dribble later, think tomorrow. He pauses just long enough to let the picture sharpen, then chooses the cleanest option. It's why veterans give him the ball when the stadium buzzes. They can feel that calm too. If your team is trying to break a press, he can carry past the first line or bounce a one-touch wall pass that skips 2 defenders. If you're stuck versus a deep block, he'll keep the width to stretch you, then slide into the half space when your fullback and centre-backs argue about whose problem he is. Answer: yes. All of that's the pretty part. You also want the boring truth. End product. Is he actually deciding games, or is he just making slick montages for your cousin's FIFA career mode? The evidence? It says he's delivering in senior minutes that carry responsibility. League pressure, national team heat, the kind where don't lose the ball isn't the assignment, create the chance is. And in those moments, he doesn't go hunting for the hardest option just to look brave, he picks the right one. Sounds simple. It isn't. Now, the reality check. He is still growing. Literally. Physical duels at senior level are a contact sport. Defenders will lean on you like they're testing a door. His frame is light, which helps him slither away, but it makes repeated shoulder-to-shoulder moments a tax. The job is to build strength without losing that first step snap. Basically, add horsepower without denting the steering. Consistency across a whole season is the unglamorous boss level. Can you be sharp in September? and still sharp in March after 40 games and 3 travel days that felt like a hostage situation. That's the part nobody sees: sleep, food, boring recovery sessions, film work, making 5 smart decisions when your lungs are barking instead of chasing one galaxy brain pass that isn't on. If you've watched Teen Prodigies, you know this chapter. The good ones, they make it look boring. That's the compliment. Decision-making at red alert speed still has layers to add. Sometimes the second best idea is actually the best because it's on time. The earlier pass, the flatter cutback, the shot you take one touch sooner. He'll tighten up that with reps and with film, and defensively, keep stacking the grown-up stuff. Track the overlap, time the pass so you don't get played around, foul when it's tactical, delay when it's smarter. Nothing scary here, just adulthood. Comparisons? You knew we'd get there. Every left-footed La Masia kid who drifts in from the right gets the messy comp like it's printed on their birth certificate. That's more about the map than the destination. Messi's magic was repeatability under absurd pressure, year after year. The message for Yamal, it's not to be messy, it's be yourself relentlessly. A timeline comp with Ansu Fati feels fairer. Ansu's early blast was electric, injuries bent the arc, and that's the caution sign taped to every Wonderkid's locker. Yamal's edge so far is availability and sample size. The more minutes you play, the more your highlights rhyme, and that rhyme becomes your reputation. Tactically, he gives a coach structure and chaos in one body. Hold width to stretch the defense? Check. Slide into the half space to become a quasi-10? Check. Break a pass with a carry or short-circuit it with a wall pass, both on the table, because he threatens shot, cutback and clip from almost identical body shapes. Defenders can't overcommit to any one outcome. That uncertainty is where chances come from. Ever notice how fullbacks start calling for help before he even moves? That's pre-trauma. If you need a simple development checklist, pin this to the fridge. Keep the ruthless efficiency on the left foot. Add trunk and hip strength. Protect the first step like it's a family heirloom. Rehearse late-game choices until you can make them in slow motion. And guard availability like gold. Do that and year 2 beats year 1. That's how promise becomes problem for everyone else. So, is he hype or is he the real deal? Right now, he looks real. The technique isn't just pretty, it's productive. The records aren't empty, they're attached to minutes that matter. And his needs work list? It's full of things young players can actually fix. You can lift weights, you can learn when not to force the killer ball, you can study the far post until you can spot it from your peripheral vision like it's glowing. The hard part? The calm, the touch, the vision. He already has. Zoom in on his best sequences and you'll notice a pattern. When the opponent sits in a mid-block, he teases the outside shoulder with 2 gentle touches, then rips a flat cross to the penalty spot. When the game tilts into chaos, he goes simple. Secure first touch, clean layoff, arrive late in the box. He doesn't chase fireworks, he creates leverage. That's vet energy at 17, which is alarming if you're a left back and delightful if you enjoy sleep.
He's 16. Look, I don't know why, the French players, would talk a player down like that, because what he's done at Barcelona as a 16-year-old, you have to actually just applaud it. Me as a football fan as well as...
The media circus is the extra defender he'll face weekly. One quiet game becomes a "is he stalling?" One outrageous night becomes Ballon d'Or in 2030. The safest path for a teenager, it's to hide in low-leverage minutes. He's done the opposite. Taken hot potato possessions and asked for seconds. Why? Because he has repeatable actions. When you can reproduce value on demand, receive on the half term, fix the fullback, fizz the right ball, pressure becomes a setting, not a sentence. And the funniest part? His best clips all look kind of similar. That's a compliment. The greats have signatures. He's already signing things. Final verdict time: if he stays healthy, keeps choosing the boring good habits, and adds the muscle without losing the glide, he won't just ride the conversation, he'll lead it. You don't inherit the future, you grind until it fits. Now, let's talk like we're at the pub instead of on the internet. What do you actually think? When you watch him, do you feel that little uh-oh before the defender does? Are we seeing the kind of kid who defines the next decade, or are we all guilty of acting like fortune tellers with a Twitter account? If you're a defender, where would you even show him? Inside onto his left or outside to the byline? And pray your keeper has octopus arms. If you coach against him, do you double early and accept the switch, or do you gamble 1v1 and hope he's in a generous mood? I'll leave you with this. The gap between hype and real isn't a cliff, it's a staircase. He's climbing, one deliberate step at a time. If he keeps stacking healthy seasons and high-value choices, we're not just watching a good player grow, we're watching a problem for the world's best defenders mature in real time.
Doing what he was doing. Messi the same. Neymar, Mbappe, Owen, R9, Zidane, Ronaldinho. These guys, none of them were doing.
Now, you tell me, who should I dive into next? Endrick, Gavi, or another rising star I should lose a weekend studying? And if you've got a hot take, drop it. If you've got a spicier one, bring milk.